The amount of water that moved through my property over the past week was exceptional, and I wanted to explain the check dams. Now, this is the main wash that comes through my property, and this was the former path that it used to go through really quick through this section because of the V channel and all the erosion that took place. With these check dams, what I've been able to do is divert the water into 2 different streams now, highlighted by the yellow arrows, and this accomplishes my goal to spread out the water. Now, if you see with the check dams here, the ones in yellow are the ones that are already created. The red ones are the ones that I'd like to build going forward to help hold that water back in this section. And so this whole area is performing the way I anticipated it, and there's another section over here to the right where there's another water flow that comes through. So as we pan around here, you'll see that the rock check dams come into play or come into view. And then same thing here, the yellow ones are the ones that I've already created, and the red ones are what I would like to build going forward. Now, the whole goal with this idea, with these check dams, is, like I said before in previous videos, is to slow down the water, create the soil to deposit into these V channels so that the water has a chance to spread out. And in doing so, I've created 4 different channels from only 2 that came into the property. So those last arrows that you saw, that's where the water's flowing now through this section. And if we pan around here, the main check dam that I had that goes across this section, you can see how much soil has been deposited in this area. So it used to be just 2 big V channels coming through there, and now it's starting to flatten out, which helps that water spread out over the section of this land. Now, if we go forward here a little bit downstream, there's a section that is really eroded, and I'll have some graphics come up here right here. Those 2 sections there, those are V channels. Both of them are about 3 feet deep. So the water goes really fast through this portion of my land, and I'd like to slow that down. And in doing so, the water will have an opportunity to soak into the ground since it's not moving through this area so rapidly. Now, these are the last 2 check dams that we're coming up on here. The yellow is what I've got currently in place. The red is what I want to add to them. And I'm really, really pleased with this big one right here that we're circling around. If you can see here, look at how much soil was deposited in that. I don't have any idea how much soil that is, but that's about 3 feet in elevation gain through that entire section where the water used to rush through there. So really pleased with the results so far, and I'm excited to see what the future holds. Now, this is a little area just behind my place. There's a lake over there, and this will show just how much of a drought we're still in. Currently, this has just basically a tiny little pond area, and it's actually, when it's filled up, it was filled up a couple years ago, this is how much volume is in there. So we got a long way to go until we're out of this drought, but hey, we'll just keep welcoming this water as it comes. All right, so here's a secondary wash that comes through, and this comes down from the big old ridge over there. You can see here that we've got roots that come through here, and so that's going to be real easy to use those to create check dams with the rocks, and just kind of do them about every 5 or 6 feet to come through this area here, and then it goes over on this side, and if you can see, little channel just continues on. So get that flattened out and really start to get this whole area in here irrigated, because this section over here is a little bit sunbaked. The stuff that's underneath the trees though, you know, and these massive pine trees and also the old growth junipers, you can see all the little microclimates that are underneath here, and especially over in this area right over here, you can see how that tall grass is super you know, healthy and tall, and it just looks much more green than, say, that stuff right there. And I just want to go ahead and sub-irrigate this area. So this would be another section where we go ahead and put in more check dams and create the water, you know, kind of spreading out, slowing it down and spreading it out. That's the main goal. Yeah, I think the best thing to do, if you look here on the ground, you can see all What are you doing? Are you being a crazy woman? What is it? Well, you gotta tell me, Meadow. You wanna get on the road? You wanna go fly fishing? I'm gonna chase some squirrels. What is it? You gotta tell me. You wanna play? All right, rough start to the morning. Didn't sleep last night, ate something funny, and just was up all night. And then this morning took Meadow for a walk, and she ran away, And I came back covered in completely disgusting, wet, chunky cow poop, which was awesome. And then got the chickens out to clean out their little pen area and had them in a little, I've got a little metal thing here. If you see this little thing, that's what I put them in. I put the chicken over the top, and then I pulled the quad up because I wanted to get all the spent pine shavings and pine pellets that are broken down. Wanted to get that all out of the little deal there. Head into the trailer for the ATV so I could take it and put it into an area that I want to cover the ground a little bit and use the chicken poop fertilizer to help with the tall grass. And when I pulled the quad up here, all the chickens went crazy and were flying around all over the place and trying to get out of the little deal there. And they knocked it over and they all got out. And I've been going around catching them all by hand. I feel like I'm in that Rocky movie where Rocky was learning how to be quick like a chicken. And I got one left, and this little booger over here is about as elusive as they get. It's totally running around. The other ones I was able to kind of corner. I could get them up against that area and that'd be good. But this one seems to always want to get out of it or find a way out and running around like crazy. I've been trying to catch it for like 20 minutes and I haven't been able to get it. It's not really going anywhere. It's just when I get close to it, it starts to get the elusive ninja movements and can't get it. So hopefully we'll get this chicken under control. Then we can go back in the camper and just kind of chill for the rest of the day. I just don't feel good today since I didn't sleep well last night and that food didn't agree with me. So today's gonna be a mellow day as soon as I can catch this little girl right here. Come here, chicken. There we go. All right, come here, girl. Gotta get you inside with your other girls, okay? Well, you're pretty. You're a pretty buff Orpington. Yes, you are. So I want to spend my Tuesdays chasing chickens. Come here, girl. Come here. I love it when the rains hit because all the grass turns super green all over this region and it just makes for a really pretty environment. And so I decided to leave the place, rolled into town into Seligman, hit up my favorite coffee shop. Just absolutely love this place. Their donuts are insane, so I gotta kind of limit my exposure there. And then rolled over to Williams to check out the classic car show because I thought that'd be kind of a cool thing to do. We could just drive down the road, look at all these different cars that were on display, and just kind of take in all the scenes. So anyway, that's it for today's video. We're gonna close out with this cars and just kind of rolling past them to show all the different kinds. Everything was there, from buggies to classic cars to insane monster trucks, and you name it, all of them were really cool. So it was neat to check this out in person. Oh, I wanted to mention that I am currently programming all the different Route 66 hats that I have available that will be for sale. I'm programming those into my website, and so as soon as I've got those done, I'll make a separate video and just post that up real quick, and then the link to the website shop to where you can pick them up. They are sized hats, and so in order for you to order the right one, I'll make sure to put the size on there. I'm just kind of estimating because my size hat is a 7 1/4, and so if they're tight, you know, and I say it's a 7, if they're loose, it's like an 8 or whatever. But anyway, just want to give you a heads up on that, and like I said, I'll have those up as soon as possible, probably within the next day or so. So thanks for tuning in. We'll close out the rest of this video with just checking out some cool classic cars, and I hope you all have a good Thursday.